Theo, and also because of his recent attendance at the conference in Qatar. Today he tweeted, "Is there a Jew who Tucker doesn't hate?" Because of Tucker's statements here that I'm going to play in a second. Before I do, though, listen to what Ted Cruz had to say today regarding on Tucker Carlson attending the conference in Qatar.
And yet Tucker Carlson went to Qatar and embraced the Prime Minister of Qatar, asked no skeptical questions, and instead announced he's buying a home to Qatar because he wants to live there. It is astonishing. It's dangerous. We break it down, and by the way, we play you the actual audio so you can judge for yourself. All of that on today's podcast. You can download it. Verdict with Ted Cruz.
So separate from that, though, what's really important to say is that if you see the amount of times that within just the past couple weeks alone, that Ted Cruz has mentioned Tucker Carlson, it seems that he has a vendetta against him because he's so terrified of Tucker's statements and criticisms of Israel. It's one after another after another. There is not a tweet that Ted Cruz will put out attacking Tucker Carlson. He will just continue to do it over and over. So take a listen to what Tucker Carlson said earlier today, and which caused Ted Cruz to, of course, go ballistic and make that tweet and make a few other tweets regarding it.
There's no world in which Bari Weiss rises to the top of a news network except a rigged world. That's it. Does that make sense? It's
right,
like shocking to me.
Right, they're not like people aren't even putting their best people in front. Like they're.
It's almost a humiliation exercise. It's like we're going to take someone as stupid as Bill Ackman and give him $8 billion. We're going to take someone as stupid and totally non-creative, like literally uninformed. Like she didn't even know who Assad was. Like she's an idiot, and we're going to put her in charge of CBS News just to show that individual merit, energy, creativity, which is the most important thing. Creativity is what a healthy society rewards because we are designed to create things. That's why we're not animals. We're human beings. The creative power is the spark that distinguishes us from all other species. We create things. God created the world. He created us in his image, and we henceforth create things. So creativity has to be the most rewarded factor in any healthy society. And now, because our society is inverse, it's upside down, creativity is penalized. How dare you say that? It's not what every other drone is saying. It's not what the machine tells us to say. And Bari Weiss, the single least creative human being, the single most robotic, what are the talking points? Repeating them, that person winds up at the top of the pyramid. That is what offends me. It's not that she loves Israel. I don't give a shit what she thinks of Israel. It's not that she criticizes me. Obviously, I don't really care. It's that her presence.
So that caused again, Ted Cruz to say, "Is there a Jew who Tucker doesn't hate?" Here's the thing, and this is really what Tucker Carlson is touching on that people really need to understand, is that there has been an overhaul of all of mainstream media, especially within the past year, because of the fact that individuals like Bari Weiss are being much so installed into high positions because of the fact that they support Israel. They are legitimately installed into those positions. And I can give you one direct example that happened just within the past 48 hours. Tony Dokoupil, he was the CBS morning show anchor, and now he's been promoted to be a CBS evening anchor at the heat of Bari Weiss, the editor-in-chief of CBS. So this was just recently announced again within the past 48 hours. CBS News announced Dokoupil's promotion and a broader overhaul led by editor-in-chief Bari Weiss, who joined after Paramount Global acquired her newsletter in October of 2025. Dokoupil, who converted to Judaism in 2014 and who has reported extensively from Israel, he has children there, drew criticism over a September 2024 interview with Ta-Nehisi Coates, where he challenged the author's perspectives on Israeli policy, yada, yada, yada. So what Tucker Carlson is talking about is what a lot of people are mentioning, is that there is legitimately DEI for pro-Israelis. It is DEI. It's so funny because the right loves to talk about how they hate DEI, mainstream right. Let me be very specific. However, what we're seeing is that the mainstream right has no problem for DEI when it comes to people who love Israel. If you love Israel, then we're just going to check that box up, and it doesn't matter how bad you are at your career. We're going to put you a few legs up. That's basically what's happening here. There is an overhaul. Bari Weiss being installed by who? By David Ellison, who went ahead and bought CBS just this year. And now she's installed. She's hiring Tony Dokoupil as she promoted him as CBS's evening news anchor. So when people like Tucker Carlson legitimately call out what the hell's going on, he's not the only one doing it. A lot of people can clearly tell that there is a pro-Israel installation of figureheads into the mainstream discourse, and it's pissing off a lot of people. It's pissing off a lot of people because it's coming at the expense of other people who have spoken out critical of Israel being losing their jobs, being depromoted, while there are these installments of these installments of individuals that truly just sometimes don't even have the merits to be in the positions they do, aside from the fact that they're Zionists. It seems like that's really what's going on in the broader picture, and people just simply can't handle it anymore. I would have never guessed that Larry Ellison's son and Bari Weiss would choose a guy who is a fanatical supporter of Israel, who was married to an Israeli and who accused Ta-Nehisi Coates of being a terrorist for writing a book critical of Israel as the next CBS news anchor. This is coming from Glenn Greenwald. Glenn Greenwald is also Jewish. So again, there is a lot of anti-Zionist Jewish people that speak up about this sort of thing. His whole interaction with Ta-Nehisi Coates locked it in. Actually, so this is an interview that Tony Dokoupil gave, and I talked about it in a previous video just yesterday, where he goes after somebody specifically because of their recent book regarding the apartheid in the Israeli-occupied West Bank. Tony Dokoupil completely goes after him, and Bari Weiss then makes a podcast supporting Tony and is basically saying, you know, he's right. We need it's crazy that people are not standing by him. Now she's CBS's editor-in-chief, and she installs him as the CBS evening news anchor. At what point does this stop? It feels like it just keeps going on and on and on. Ted Cruz going absolutely fanatic. There's a lot of people in office that truly are just irritating on both the left and the right. I think on the right, Ted Cruz definitely at the very, very top. Lindsey Graham at the very, very top. And they are these establishment figures that are so obsessed with a foreign nation. It's so weird. It's so weird. There's no other anything quite like American congressmen being so obsessed with the foreign nation project of Israel. This guy wasn't even born in the United States. Isn't he Canadian? He was born in Canada. He comes out here, and then he says his entire goal of running for office is to be the greatest defender of Israel in Congress. So you're not even born on American soil, and then you decide to become a politician specifically for the fact that you love Israel, and somehow, of course, he got elected because of the fact that all the money and all the pro-Israel billionaires backed him to the position that he's in. That's what gets you elected. No wonder people are pissed off. What's going on? The guy is such a cuck. It's weird. It's weird. And he has this twisted view of religion that makes him support a project in the Middle East as if it's biblical. And the rest of us are just supposed to be like, yup, well, that's just how American politics are. We have these weird figureheads that are obsessed with a foreign nation. They sold everybody else out. They love pushing Americans to go into war, to fight more enemies in the Middle East that are against Israel, because all America's obsessed with is defending that damn project. That's basically the state of everything today. And apparently the world's biggest superpower, the world's strongest military, the United States of America, has been infested from the inside out by these pro-Israel neocons, and very few people that speak out about it with large platforms are then attacked. So anyways, guys, if you found this video interesting, would appreciate the support. Give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button below. It helps me reach more people like you. And otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.